Welcome back to another build. Yes, June didn't start off good at all because 2 weeks in and I barely post any videos. That's because, I'm kind of busy. Not even kind of. I have something to do like every day. Like, I can't tell when last we stay home for a full week or for at least, 3 consecutive days. Like every day there is something to do. Something that I have to go on the road for. But whatever, it's just life. Okay, so I think I did build this off our picture. Yeah. I did? Did I? I think so. Yes, I think I did. Okay, so today we're going to talk about actually our topic. This is the last semester, not this one, September semester. At university, I did this course, the psychology course, interpersonal dynamics, and it's basically like a feelings course. You have to talk about the feelings. So one of our assignment where I had to write an autobiography or a life story. And I just remember because kind of going through something similar. Well, I was going through something like this, but that's why I remember it. So basically they give you the freedom to write what you want. Well, you have the rules, but you have the freedom to write because it's your life story. They can't tell you how to write it or whatever. So wait, I hope they can hear me because somebody did tell me that I'm low and sometimes she can barely hear me. So I hope I hear. So yeah. Oh, and see I do a little landscape, little plants. Nice. Anyway, so yeah, so I did name my autobiography Decisions and Choices. What if? Because me, I always from my younger, I make a lot of decisions myself. And it's not anything that I mind. Well, probably I don't mind because I always do it, but I don't really mind it, But you see, the thing with it now is that sometimes I know for sure that I make the wrong decision, but what can I do? Done gone. But when sometimes you make some decisions that you regret and you don't really know how to move past it. Like I'm trying to learn to move past it because the greatest thing is that the regret is on me. Like I can handle that. Like if it's just me, like if I do something and just me feel some type of way about it, not good. But what I can take now is like if I make a decision to say yes, I'm going to do this, and then it turned around and backfire and hurt somebody else, that me cannot take. And these past few months, I make some decisions, but I knew, I'm conscious of what I'm doing, so I know how it can end. But the way it end never made no sense to me because the way me picture it to end is that it would have hurt me. Well, not really hurt, but oh yeah, I did exit the lot because if they realize the money was finishing and I don't know why the chi not working. Sometimes it don't work and I don't know, so I just exit the lot and delete the family that was there. We enter, you can just build infinity, whatever. So yeah, that's anyway, that's what I was saying. The way I pictured ending, me would have pictured the end with me feel some type of way or somebody else. I knew, but sometimes you see, sometimes the way you see things or the way you view things is not just how it's going to work out. And sometimes the way you see it work out, you just think and say, if you did know, you know, you wouldn't do this. I don't know, this is so heartbreaking. If I didn't know, and you know, because of that, you have to start, you know, switching up, you know, you have to start making more decisions again. So the moral of the story is, be careful of the decisions you make. Like, and like, even if you think about all the possible ways it could go, there's always a next way where it could go. So, you know, just be mindful. Because for me, like, it's so much easier for me to forgive somebody than for them to forgive me. You know, it's easier to forgive than to be forgiven for me. Because you see, when you have to forgive somebody, it's just like, you know, you feel hurt by what them do, blah, blah, blah. But whatever, you just say, no, move past it. But you see, when you in the next shoe, the guilt where you feel when you know that them I forgive you. Like, sometimes I wish, like, yes, so you just have to be mindful of what you're doing. Because I tell you, sometimes the way you see it, the way you have it in your head, how it will work out, sometimes it don't go like that. Channel. Anyways, at the living area, you know, a little nice cozy living. I think it's so, like, I never put in, I think the only light in here is the little lamp, and I think that's cute or whatever. So right now I'm kinda re-recording. I believe that all the talk, when we talk, like, people reach upstairs a while ago, you know, we're almost finished, and then there's static in the mic. So what I was saying, that how this did come up, the choices and decisions and choices, is that, you know, I made a decision. Well, I already made a decision, you know, but, you know, sometimes when you make decisions, you know, I always think, like, if you make the right one, you know, if you could have choose a better way to deal with the situation or whatever. So that's all, you know, I remember that, that I did right. So I did read it, like, a couple minutes ago before I start recording, and I said, you know, this is such, you know, a nice paper, you know, well written. You know, it's how I feel now. So, you know, I did right, actually. You know, be honest when I'm doing my assignment. So the moral of the story is that, you know, when you're making decisions, you should always, you know, like, even if you think about all the ways, like, even if you're conscious of what you're doing, and, you know, and you think about how it could backfire, and, you know, you're okay with that, just always, you know, think that, you know, there can be another way that it can backfire, and you probably won't be good with that. So even if you're conscious of it, and, you know, like, you know, all the ways that things can go wrong, there is just one more way that it will go wrong that you just never think of. Because even now, like, sometimes I say that, you know, like, if me did not say it would have go like this, like, I wouldn't do that. But, you know, you can't know everything in the world. Consider it a learning experience and move on. So I think I need a new mic, because this kind of sound muffled for you. Like, when I listen over the stuff, kind of sound muffled. I know. If it's not one thing, it's another. Okay, so for the entryway now, like, it's not, well, it is an entryway, but, you know, have the dining area right there. I think it looks cool. Wait, I think, like, the color scheme, like, I don't know if I said this already, but, like, the black, white, and gray, you know, it's a very nice touch. And then, like, the little dull lights, it just gives, like, a clean look, I guess. So yeah, kind of like that. And most times when I'm designing inside the house, I tell you, I have no plans. I just look and I just start putting down stuff. Just start putting up walls and putting down stuff, like, There's no real like plan or anything. And I think it turned out good for someone who does that. But it turned out okay. Sometimes I watch like other people's build, and like I watch one specific one when him show the plan that him drop and everything. But I'm not that type of builder. Like those people are like builders. Like they add every little thing and they work with the 2 mods. So those builds look extremely good. So yeah. And then like I did forget, well, I thought I was finished with the kitchen, but like you see, I forget the refrigerator. I never remember till I did turn and I realized that the kitchen kind of empty. Okay, now we're back upstairs, and I think it's 2 rooms. So we have the master and then another room. I don't remember if I left it empty or if I decorated it. I don't know. Probably left it empty because sometimes me, that's kind of bother, you get me? Plus it's more creativity for you. So if you want to add a little study or nursery, just do what you want to do with that space. That's your creative space, part of the house. And like I also wanted to do like shelves, like just make shelves and leave them, but I don't know if people like shells. I think shells are like mostly for like builders. I remember like you always have some builders that do like shell challenges. Sometimes I don't know their shells and I like do it, but I don't really enter the challenge. I just do it for fun, because then you see when I finish and I say, oh, this looks good, I see the entries for the challenge and that's mine looks like garbage. So I guess it's good that I didn't enter, save me some shame. Okay, this is a master room. Kind of turn the bed facing the balcony. So when you wake up, you're looking outside. Hello, a nice view of the world. I kind of like balcony that's attached to rooms. Well, not every room in the house, but like the master bedrooms and stuff. I kind of like when you're in the balcony, like attached to it. And what I realized? So it's so much clutter I have. Like, to be honest, I never know that I had this much. I know I have a lot of clutter, but this much, this is pushing it right now. Cause why? Look at that tape. What me I do? Tape and all this stuff. Like, why I don't know why I have all those stuff. Cause I thought that I was halfway through deleting. At least halfway through deleting the bill stuff. Like, cast stuff. They're going to take a look at time, especially for females, because I have a lot of female items. But that's why I kind of introduce, I starting to upload SIMS to TikTok. It's not a lot, but every piece, every CC that I delete counts. So I don't delete a lot because it's like regular shortcasts, probably like 20 items max. But everything that I delete counts. So, and then I know I'm going to start doing like smaller builds, so like rooms. So like probably I'm going to upload like a 1 bathroom, a bedroom, a kitchen, to TikTok, kind of to like draw the TikTok crowd, but at the same time to help get rid of my mods, because I could just delete them and move on, but I don't really want to do that because I feel like I have a lot of nice CC files that I just never get around to use, because probably something at the top or whatever. I kind of want to use them first before I delete them. But to be honest, this is taking so long and it's pissing me off, because in my head I thought that by last month I would finish, and here we are. And I kind of want to finish by July, because for August I have some other things I want to do for my channel, so I kind of want to have like a fresh set of CC. And you know, if I delete them by July, for I record, well, I'm supposed to be recording in advance. I should be recording July content in June or whatever. So I would have time to do, like, I'll do my CC shopping in July. You know, I don't have to do for August. Maybe if I don't finish, I just delete. No, I don't want to do that. So that's why I'm trying to, you know, get content out there. Yeah, so I think I did leave those 2 rooms empty. You know, be creative, do what you want to do. That's your space to, you know, enjoy it. I think it's a nice house. And then, you know, as usual, I delete the car, and I'll just read that. You get me?